So what we'll do is when they come in, say if this is what we're going to do is a demonstration of an echocardiogram. Somebody dim the lights for me a little bit. But I'm going to project it up so you can see what I'm looking at here. And this allows us a non-invasive way of actually examining the heart on a patient. If you did an x-ray of a dog that had heart disease, you would see just a very large heart on the x-ray. But you can't really tell why it's big. It could be fluid surrounding the heart. It could actually be one side or the other side that might be enlarged from valvular disease.
2 seizures in 1 week and 1 the following week. Diagnostic lab work showed that she had hypothyroidism, a T4 of less than 0.5. She has no heart murmurs. We started thyroxine 0.8 milligrams once a day, GD diet 4 weeks ago. There have not been any seizures since starting thyroid supplementation, and we got a normal T4 of 1.6 last week.
And by doing this, it's called an ice pick mode, where we take one sound beam and beam it right through the center of the heart. Since I'm looking from the right side of the heart, I go from here, the right side of the heart, down to the bottom side, and the left ventricle, which is the main pumping chamber of the heart. And we can look at it through the 2 phases of contraction and relaxation called diastole and systole. So here we are in the relaxation phase right here. This is diastole, and you can see the chamber is enlarged. Get a measurement of our actual contractility, and there's a program I can run that can kind of give us an idea of what that is, roughly looking at probably 30% contractility, maybe a little bit smaller. Normally that should be 45–50% when it goes from relaxed to contract, and that's the muscular phase of the heart. Dummy it up a little bit. Yes. You mean get it on Jack Schmidt level? Okay. So what we want to find out is, why is this heart a little bit bigger than it should be? If you think, well, it's bigger because it's more muscular, that's one thing. Your heart becomes more muscular, and that chamber actually gets smaller. The walls get thicker and hypertrophy, just like your biceps would if you were on anabolic steroids. Then there's a smaller chamber. They can't pump as much blood, and then they have a heart attack and die. Now, if you look at it here, let's play this. You can actually see the valves of the heart themselves. Mitral valve right here on the left side, tricuspid valve here on the right side. The good thing in this case is that this is the atrium. These are the chambers that are above the main pumping chambers. And they're not any bigger than this part of the heart. When there's actually heart failure, these chambers actually start to get larger and larger as blood backs up across a leaky valve. So one other thing we can do here too is we can use what's called color flow Doppler. My patient stays here. And you can see there's a storm coming in off the coast. You see reds and blues in this image. What you're not seeing is any blue going back into this ventricle here. So red goes towards the transducer, blue goes away, and if there was leakage back across this valve, I would be getting blue shooting back in here, and that'll tell me when there's a leakage across that valve. If this dog had something along those lines, there's a lot of medication we can put them on to make the heart work more efficiently in that case. In this case, there's a little bit of heart enlargement, but not a significant congestive heart failure.
Great job, Dr.
All right, thank you so much.